How's everybody doing? I hope you're having a good day. If you're new to the channel, my name's Sheldon Thomas, and this is the S&S Horseshoe on YouTube channel. Today we got kind of a special case, and if you watched my last video, you know that we're down in Arizona, where I'm usually up in Washington. We're down in Arizona visiting some family, doing some internships and stuff. So because of that, I get the opportunity to take care of these horses. So my sister-in-law ended up rescuing this horse. She got two horses for her kids to ride. What happened was there was a family in the community that, as their kids got older and got more involved in sports, they realized they weren't giving enough attention to their horses. And these two horses are retired rope horses, and as their kids grew, their kids were riding them and using them, and their kids got involved in sports, and they realized they just weren't giving them the attention that they needed to, and they were kind of neglecting them. And so my sister-in-law was looking for a horse for her kids. And so they ended up adopting these two horses and are getting them taken care of back up into shape. Unfortunately, the horse, like you read in the title, the horse we're working on today has ring bone, and I'll go through with some pictures later on in the video and explain exactly what that is and how it affects their feet. As you can see, it's been a little while since they've gotten trimmed. And with ring bone, there is some shoeing stuff you can do, and you probably need to get a vet involved, get some x-rays to make sure that's exactly what's going on. But with a little bit of knowledge I got, it's pretty obvious that it's ring bone. And the biggest thing that's most obvious is no matter what's going on, we need to get their feet taken care of. Their feet are just too long, and so if we decide maybe here in the near future to get some x-rays, to maybe try some different shoes on them. Unfortunately, with ring bone, there's not a ton you can do in terms of shoeing. Basically, the further up you get away from the foot, the less what you do to the foot can affect it, if that makes sense. So if there's something in the pastern, it's easier to affect that with shoeing than if it's in the fetlock or up in the knee, or you're almost not doing nothing up in the shoulder. If you have a problem up in the shoulder, what you do to the foot doesn't really matter. So just real quick, I wanted to apologize for all the shadows in this video. Normally I try to get that taken care of and try to get either in the sun or in the shade, but with this video we ended up getting up early in the morning before it got hot, and that just made it to where the shadows were real long and kind of put some bad shadows. But anyway, I apologize. Hope you can still see what I'm doing really well.
She wants to know what you're doing, right?
She wants to know what's happening.
She just wants to know what you're doing.
And that's not to say that a bad shoeing job doesn't affect the whole animal and that everything has to be in alignment and stuff. I mean, we all know if we put on a bad pair of shoes and do some work or something, our knees are going to hurt, our back's going to hurt. That's not what I'm saying, is that it doesn't matter. I'm just saying beyond a good solid trim and or a shoe job, beyond that, you can't really help out a horse that has some arthritis up in his shoulder by how you do a shoeing job. You just need to do a good solid job. Anyway, enough with that tangent. Back to what we're doing here. So this foot I'm trimming right